Hi there, and welcome back to a religious crash course, where we make 5 to 10 minute videos giving a small glance into a religious ritual seen today. In these episodes, we will discuss a religious ritual, informing about its origins and its mythic narrative, the traditional way the ritual is done, and how you may see it done in today's culture. This is your host and creator of the series, Brandon White, and this episode's topic is Salah. First, I'd like to discuss some broad ideas related to the idea of Salat. The associated religion of Salat is Islam, which makes up 0.9% of the United States. It's also known as Salah. It is one of the 5 pillars of the Islamic faith, and Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines Salat as a ritual prayer of Muslims made 5 times daily in a standing position, alternating with inclinations and prostrations as the worshippers face it towards Mecca. Now I would like to talk about the mythic narrative where Salat gets its basis. This narrative is the night of Al-Isra, when Muhammad ascended to the heavens and spoke to Allah. I will now read a brief description by Abu Dar of the prescription of Salat on the night of Al-Isra. The Prophet said, "Then Allah enjoined 50 prayers on my followers. When I returned with his order of Allah, I passed by Moses, who asked me, 'What has Allah enjoined on your followers?' I replied, 'He has enjoined 50 prayers on them.' Moses said, 'Go back to your Lord and appeal for reduction, for your followers will not be able to bear it.' So I went back to Allah and requested for reduction, and he reduced it by half. When I passed by Moses again and informed him about it, he said, 'Go back to your Lord, as your followers will not be able to bear it.' So I returned to Allah and requested for further reduction, and half of it was reduced. I again passed by Moses, and he said to me, 'Return to your Lord, for your followers will not be able to bear it.' So I returned to Allah, and he said, 'These are 5 prayers, and they are all equal to 50 in reward, for my word does not change.'" This description of Muhammad speaking to the God of the Islamic faith is where the basis of the second pillar of the 5 pillars of Islam came from, Salat, the 5 prayers in each day. The 5 prayers that every devout Islamic faith follower must pray is the dawn prayer before sunrise, the midday prayer after the sun passes its highest, the late part of the afternoon prayer, the just after sunset prayer, and between sunset and midnight prayer. Every day, an Islamic faith follower or a Muslim must practice all 5 prayers unless physically unable to do so. The first step of any salah is the traditional wudu cleansing. One must cleanse himself ritually to take away any impurities before praying. The steps of cleansing are to wash hands up to the wrist, starting with the right, 3 times. Then you take water with your right hand and rinse your mouth thoroughly 3 times. Then you take water with your right hand and rinse your nose 3 times. Next, you wash your whole face 3 times. Then you wash your right arm thoroughly from wrist to elbow 3 times and repeat on the left. After that, you wash over your head, starting from the top of your forehead to the back of the head, and passing both hands over the back of the head to the neck, and then bringing them back to the forehead. Then you wash your ears. Lastly, you wash both feet to the ankles 3 times, starting with the right foot. At the end, you recite a Shahada prayer of cleanliness. Some other important details that relate to the traditional Salat is that the prayer begins by standing upright facing the direction of the Kaaba. The Kaaba is a square building elegantly draped in the kiswa, a silk and cotton veil. It is located in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, and it is the holiest shrines in the Islamic faith. At the beginning of your prayer, one must make a niyyah, or intention, in your heart for the prayer you want to pray before you begin the prayer. Even though there is a proper technique for Salat, one can do a modified version if unable to physically perform Salat, and one can be exempt from it altogether if physically unable to do it properly. Women are exempt from Salat when menstruating because the woman is in a period of pain. And Salat is obligatory for every Muslim after the age of puberty. Lastly, I'd like to talk about some modernizations with the ideas of Salah. A new modernized aspect of Salah is the use of apps to plan out when to pray, as well as working as compasses to always be able to know which direction to pray, which is known as the Qibla, or the directional focus, towards the Kaaba. As always, thank you for watching a religious crash course. And remember that this is a small window into the religious ritual of Salat and is not an all-encompassing educational video. As always, you can use the comment section as a forum for discussion, and please let me know if there's anything else you would like to add about Salah. If I have made any incorrect statements regarding the Salah prayer, let me know and I will be sure to make a correction video linked in the comments below. Thank you.